Hello and welcome to New York's Penn Station. Today we're going to be checking out the LIRR C3 coaches, an exclusive set of bi-level cars ordered specifically for the LIRR while heading out to Babylon on the Montauk Branch. Our journey begins here at Penn Station in the LIRR's brand new East Concourse. For so many years, this area has been covered in plywood and low-hanging ceilings, but finally the curtain has been pulled back to reveal the future of the LIRR at Penn Station. The new concourse widened the corridor from 30 to 57 feet while raising the ceilings to 18 feet throughout, taking what was a cramped and dingy station towards being a state-of-the-art facility. Though not 100% complete, enough is finished to get an idea of what the final product will look like, and I have to say it's a refreshing change that has been needed for so long. Plus, it pairs much better with Amtrak's gorgeous Moynihan train hall. When I say our journey begins here at Penn Station, I certainly thought it did. My plan for this morning was to catch train 60, the 7:20 a.m. departure on the Montauk Branch. Upon checking the departure board, I realized the 7:20 was in fact not going to Montauk and was instead going to Babylon, which was a problem. Some of you might be saying, well, why not just get the train to Babylon? It's the same line, right? Well, technically it is the same line and the same service, however we need a train on a specific few branches in order to check out the C3 coaches. I'll explain on the way, but right now we've got to hop on a train to Jamaica, where we'll transfer to the train we're actually interested in. The LIRR only operates C3 coaches on lines that have non-electrified branches. Specifically, these coaches operate on the Ronkonkoma, Port Jefferson, Oyster Bay, and Montauk lines. I chose the Montauk branch for today's travel because it fit better with my schedule later in the day. The 7:20 train at Penn Station may have been going to Babylon, our final destination, but because that's where the train terminates, it's almost guaranteed to be operated by an EMU, notably not what we're looking for. After consulting the timetable again, I realized that the 8:12 train from Jamaica was what we were initially after, hence our unexpected transfer. Our transfer train pulls into Jamaica and we can briskly make our way over to track 8, where waiting for us is train number 4, the 8:12 train to Montauk. Not wanting to miss it, I took the first open door before heading forward to find a seat. I got comfortable in a seat towards the middle of the coach, and our train departs Jamaica right on time, beginning our ride out to Babylon. As our train heads out of Jamaica, let's take a look at our route out to central Long Island. Our journey begins as all due out of Jamaica, heading east on the main line before our train breaks off, heading south towards State Route 27. Intercepting the Belt Parkway, the line heads east again, paralleling Route 27 until Amityville, wherein the tracks take us to Babylon. It's a shorter ride today at just under 27.5 miles, with a travel time of 39 minutes. LIRR C3 coaches are laid out a little differently to the rest of their fleet, operating in a 2x2 instead of the usual 2x3. The seats themselves are virtually identical to the rest of their fleet, with around 3 inches between my knees and the seat back. There is a bit of space beneath the next row to stretch out, but that's about it. The backs of each seat lack the additional padding seen on their newer M9s, but C3s are older coaches, so I didn't expect them to have any. The norm of bench seats is continued here, with little separation between passengers. The upholstery is still fairly comfortable, although the vinyl seat covers are showing their age, with cracks and worn spots on the bottoms of each seat. No outlets are included at each row or anywhere on board from what I could see. Above the seats on either side of the train are coat hooks and luggage racks. The luggage racks are almost unusable because they're super close to the ceiling, a result of one of the strange quirks of C3 coaches, the elevated seating platforms. For whatever reason, the C3 coaches were designed with an elevated seating area, raising the seats an additional 4 to 5 inches above the aisle. As a result, the windows, coat hooks, and luggage racks have also been shifted up 4 to 5 inches, causing the luggage racks to be too close to the ceilings to be useful. Journey now underway, we can get up to explore the rest of our train car. First things first, we'll head to the mid-level boarding area. In between the boarding vestibule and the end of each coach is the accessible seating area. To one side is a set of folding benches reserved for persons with disabilities. On the other are 3 more rows of regular seats, and my personal favorite, the solo seat, rotated 90 degrees from the direction of travel. From here we can see both the upper and lower levels, although it's still not entirely clear why the seats are raised above the aisle. Downstairs is almost identical to upstairs with the same 2x2 layout. Found both up and downstairs are seats for groups. Because of the stairwell on one side, there are seats for both groups of 3 and 4. The group of 3 is in a 2+1, the solo tucked behind the handrail of the stairs, while the group of 4 is in the standard 2+2 setup. The one thing I really do notice is just how cramped these cars feel. Because the seats are now closer to the ceiling, there's less open space in each car, making them appear more compressed. The other mid-level area includes 2 more groups of 4, and these rather strange luggage cutouts. Sure, they're great for larger bags, but with no shelves, once one person uses it, there's no room for any other bags. While we're enjoying the ride, why not hit that subscribe button? It's totally free, and it really helps support the channel. If you want to go the extra mile with your support, then feel free to check out the channel's Patreon or become a channel member. Patrons and members get their names in the video, access to exclusive weekly posts, and even the opportunity to vote on future videos. If those perks sound interesting to you, then click the links in the top right or the description below to learn more. Our train this morning runs express from Jamaica to Babylon, allowing us to get up to and stay at our top speed for most of the journey. Although track speeds top out at 60, our train was held around 52 to 53 miles an hour due to congestion ahead. LIRR C3 coaches come in 3 configurations: cab car with toilet, trailer car, and trailer car with toilet. The car we're seated in today is a trailer car, which means we'll need to head forward or backward to find a bathroom. Passing into the next car, we find the bathroom front and center, tucked behind which is that same solo seat from earlier. Stepping inside, we're met with a spacious and functional facility. The sink, although it had seen better days, worked well with plenty of soap plus an electric hand dryer in place of paper towels. There was plenty of toilet paper plus what looked like a rather new 120-volt outlet. Though it could have done with a deep clean, it wasn't nearly as bad as I had anticipated. Climbing downstairs, we find the only other major difference of these toilet trailer cars, a proper bag storage bin. Located in the center of the coach, these 2 storage areas are more than big enough to store even the largest of bags, and with shelves in the middle, there's enough space for at least 8 suitcases. My only complaint is that they're downstairs, which can mean lugging unwieldy baggage up and down a set of stairs just to store it somewhere. There's still a little bit of time left in today's journey, so why not take a look at some stats about our train? Taking us out to Babylon this morning is LIRR Montauk Branch train number 4 and is driven by EMD DE30AC locomotive number 413. Each DE30AC is powered by one of EMD's 710 V12 engines producing 3,000 horsepower. Their DM30AC cousins are dual-mode locomotives and include 4 Siemens AC traction motors producing 720 horsepower each for a combined 2,880 horsepower when running off third-rail power. Each locomotive is rated for a top speed of 100 miles per hour on diesel and 80 miles an hour on electric. LIRR trains vary in length and consist, with our train this morning made up of 6 Kawasaki C3 bilevel coaches. The LIRR C3 fleet includes 134 cars, with 23 cab cars, 67 trailers with no toilet, and 44 trailers with toilets. C3 cab and trailer toilet cars can seat 137 passengers, while the standard trailer can seat 143. The C3 coach is based on the experimental C1 coach manufactured by Tokyo Car Corporation in 1990 and 91. In our final minutes on board, I decided to open up the LIRR app to check our estimated arrival time. Selecting our train, I found what has to be one of the coolest features of any transit app, a map showing our consist. This map displays where toilets are on board, coach capacity in real time, and where each car will be relative to exits when we arrive. It also shows the stock numbers for each coach and a live map displaying our train's progress towards Babylon. The automated announcements began to play as we approached Babylon, so I headed downstairs to prepare for our arrival. Our train comes to a stop and the door slides open, the cold New York air greeting us as we step out onto the platform. Train 4 completes its stop here and Locomotive 413 powers up, hauling Train 4 on towards Montauk. As our train leaves Babylon behind, we can bring today's video to a close. Next week we'll be up the Hudson River to ride on Metro North's Hudson line from Cronin Harmon to Grand Central Terminal. If you're new around here, I would really appreciate it if you hit that subscribe button down below. It's totally free and it really helps support the channel. I also want to give a huge shout out and thank you to my patrons and channel members. Y'all are amazing, and I cannot thank you enough for your incredible support. If you too want your name in the video or just want to support the channel in more ways than one, then head on over to the links in the description below. But anyways, that's all I have for today. Thanks for riding with me, and I'll see you in the next one.